Hello, everybody. Enough to put out a video, and I have been doing some research. But due to some unforeseen circumstances, I found myself stuck in a cage with baboons. Just like these ones, only they're planning on swarming and devouring me. And I've only staved them off due to this banana stash I have here. But I feed them every once in a while, and I'm running low on bananas. And I don't think they even like them that much. But okay, look. A video has to be made, and I have immersed myself in their baboon ways for a while now. I've learned a few things while in their friendly company. So, let's talk about baboons. Okay, so firstly, what counts as a baboon? Baboons are members of the Old World monkeys, and baboons are actually a very specific group of Old World monkeys that can be commonly confused with other long-faced primates. And I've been advised by the baboons is a stupid mistake that you make, and you should feel awful for ever mixing them up. Baboons have a number of traits that distinguish them from other Old World monkeys, maybe most noticeably their dog-like narrow muzzle with nostrils at the end. Baboons carry powerful jaws with canine teeth. In females, these canines are much less defined than in males, who grow long, menacing canines, and, trust me, they're not to be trifled with. These features set them apart compared to something like a macaque, whose face and teeth are much more child-friendly. These giant teeth and canine muzzles are shared with mandrills and drills, but baboons lack some of these primates' more bizarre features and colors. Baboons are all rather plain in color, with fur that ranges from yellow to brown to gray, and skin that is usually dark grayish brown or pink, but never mandrill red and blue. Baboons make up for this by having a tail, something both drills sorely miss out on. The Galata shares even more similarities, and is genetically closely related to baboons, but they can be differentiated by their rounder muzzles and red chest marking. Oh, and speaking of red, the baboon's other iconic trait is their red bottoms, which I've been told is very impressive and not funny. By the way, the function of their red behind is for comfort. It's actually calloused, nerveless skin that allows the monkeys to rest on narrow tree limbs and other hard surfaces without experiencing pain. These characteristics slim the baboons into only 5 or 6 species in the genus Papio. These species are the Chacma baboon, yellow baboon, olive baboon, Guinea baboon, and Hamadryas baboon. The sixth species is the Kinda baboon, which fits because it's only kinda the sixth species. For a long time, this baboon was assumed a subspecies of the yellow baboon, being smaller and less aggressive than other yellow baboons. Now there's a push to reclassify it as its own species, and its status as species or subspecies differs depending on where you look. Oh, and also according to Wikipedia, it's a very cute monkey. These handful of baboons, although sharing numerous similarities, share some distinctions. One is size. Kinda baboons are the smallest of the baboons, reaching the same weight as the smallest members of other baboon species. Meanwhile, larger baboons such as the Chacma are some of the chunkiest monkeys on the planet, with males reaching more than 40 kilos. It is also worth noting baboons are rather sexually dimorphic when it comes to size, with males being substantially larger than females, but this also varies with the species. Once again, Kinda baboons tend to not differ too much in size between sexes. Meanwhile, most other baboon males can weigh twice as much as females. The other superficial differences come down to color. Names like the yellow baboon or guineas also being named red baboons might give that away. But probably the best way to tell baboons apart is where you find them. The baboon species are scattered across mainland Africa, each species inhabiting a separate region, with some overlap being prevalent. Overlap can actually lead to hybridization between species, with social behavior and appearance being a mesh between two separate types of baboons. Local climate change affects the overlap as well. For instance, in East Africa, where the olive and Hamadryas baboon border exists, the Hamadryas' territory will increase when a dry spell occurs in the region. The inverse is true as well. When the climate eventually gets wet again, olive baboons will reclaim this territory. Baboons can be further classified by the types of habitats they live in. 5 of the baboon species are commonly called the savanna baboons, because they usually are found in the grasslands of Africa, although some may also be found in tropical and forested regions. The savanna baboons share a lot of behaviors and traits in common, which separate them from the one species left out of this circle, the Hamadryas seen here. Wait, where'd my picture go? Oh, those damn monkeys stole it right off the editing board. Hey, Mr. Baboon, look, here, my banana for that picture. It's a good deal, trust me. Moron. Anyways, the Hamadryas live not in flat grassland, but the rugged hills bordering the Red Sea, both in Africa and even on the southernmost corner of the Arabian Peninsula. It thrives in the dry highlands and requires cliffs and rocks for sleeping. They also have a unique physical appearance. The females not so much, but the males have thick, silvery hair that collects into an impressive cape around their head and shoulders, and give them a sort of dark brown hairstyle. These two groups also diverge in one of the baboon's most fascinating traits, their complex social structure. Savanna baboons live in a pretty amazing social hierarchy which dominates baboon life. Baboons form into groups known as troops, which can range from a few dozen members to ranks of monkeys in the low hundreds. At the top of these groups lie the alpha male, a baboon who has mating privileges with all of the females underneath him. They have attained and kept this position through constant battles with opposing males, and show off their masculinity by flashing their fangs and emitting a sound goofily called a wahoo, which does it a disservice in my opinion. Males who do not fill the alpha position are the dispersing males, baboon men rejected from society and women. They must go on a long journey to complete their sigma male grind set. Step 1. Get powerful enough to overthrow the alpha male in a fight. Step 2. Brutally murder all of his young, so the females may bear your kin. This violence causes some problems in baboon troops. Like a kingdom, a troop generally does better when there's less alpha male overturning, and when a strong leader can rule for an extended period of time. A constant cycle of usurpation and murder might end up splintering the troop. Far from the male's violent destiny, the female baboon's role is generally to breed and care for the young. Females will form strong social circles in a troop with other females, helping each other nurture babies and splitting the responsibility up among themselves. Unlike males who venture out of their home troop when matured, females always stay in the same troop their entire lives. Juveniles, like human children, will spend their days playing with troop members of the same age, as well as babysitting the baboon infants if need be, and protecting them if a vicious fight breaks out. Oh, and where am I in the baboon cage's social hierarchy? Well, not to brag, but I'm at the very bottom. Trust me, the baboons have let me know is a shameful position to be in. Back to the video. Wait, my copyright-free background. Where'd it go? God, those damn monkeys keep stealing parts of my video. Here, I'll trade you guys the rest of my bananas if you give me my background back. Here, just... Oh, too good for bananas? Well, how about... Yeah, not at the bottom anymore, am I? Okay, here, have the bananas. Once more, the Hamadryas differ from the other baboons by having a unique social structure. Hamadryas baboons will form massive troops, numbering as many as 800 individuals, but these only unify at night when they collectively sleep together. During active hours, these baboons will disperse to forage, in a social unit that consists of one male and a small harem of females, known as a OMU, or one male unit. The next largest unit is a clan, consisting of a few OMUs, whose males are all genetically related and will share a foraging area. At this point I should mention there's an unusual level of harmony between the alpha males in the clan, as in they respect the other alpha's harems and won't try to take any female. A couple clans get together and form a band, yet another social unit, who unify together against other bands. Two bands may fight over a watering hole, food, or sleeping spaces, and the males of each band will forbid the juveniles from playing with members of other bands. And once more, eventually the bands will begrudgingly agree to sleep with each other in a group. The Hamadryas' social layering is such a complex and interesting system for animals who don't usually get much respect. The same goes for the rest of the baboons. And no, the baboons are not forcing me to say that. Although characterized as savage and brutish, there is a surprising social complexity to these primates. So that's baboons for you. Remember, there's a... Wait. Get off from my papers. Hey, that's my leg. Wait, no. It doesn't have to be like this. I promise. I'll get more bananas. No. No. Oh my God. Somebody. No. God.